50 Shades of Grey explores hidden desires that many women prefer to keep concealed from most men. Women flock to the theaters in groups, eager to witness their fantasies unfold on the silver screen. As we have learned from the Fresh and Fit podcast, women will not tell you the truth about what turns them on. But in this video, we will reveal the top 3 most enticing turn-ons for women. Number 1. Sexual tension. There are 2 kinds of men in flirting: tension breakers and tension builders. To the great disappointment of women, 90% of men are tension breakers. As soon as sexual tension builds up between them and a woman, they have to giggle like a girl, tell a joke, or break eye contact. Instead of building tension with silence, tension breakers try their best to constantly eliminate any tension. Don't do this. Keep frame. High-value men speaks with deliberate ambiguity. He is able to communicate sex with eye contact and calmness without having to verbalize it. He knows he can have her right now, but he doesn't do it. It's driving her crazy, literally. When building sexual tension, remember to keep strong eye contact that says, "I want you, you're mine, but not just yet." Never fill the silence with laughter, nervous questions, or empty phrases. Let her finish and hold the silence for 2 seconds before you speak. Become aware of your tics. Everyone has them. Many men blink a lot, play nervously with their fingers, or smile exaggeratedly. These nonverbal signals reduce the tension. When there is a strong sense of intimacy and enough sexual tension, you can ask a woman anything. She wants you to release her sexual fantasy. The thrill of sex in public turns her on. Unusual locations, choking, BDSM, threesomes, foursomes, and moresomes all run wild in her head. 50 Shades of Grey has helped normalize kinks and fetishes more widely than ever before. Some women are straightforward about their desire, but 95% of women are too politically correct to express it on their own. She hopes you're the one to bring it out of her. Number 2. Status. Status plays a dual role in a woman's perspective. It acts as a prerequisite for considering a man and amplifies any other attractive qualities that may arise from game, masculinity, natural chemistry, or sexual desire. Status genuinely arouses her interest, and she has no control over this reaction, as it is deeply ingrained in her biological makeup. Even if a man possesses physical attractiveness and desirable genetic traits, which naturally make him appealing to women for intimate encounters, it becomes evident why a man with a high social standing holds an even greater allure for women. Status is key. While status undeniably makes a man's dating life significantly easier, it should be noted that status alone is not enough. It merely serves to stimulate a biological response in her initially. As it is explained by Myron, you will also need game to have the full package if you wish to keep her sexual aroused. Long-term, Myron, known as the Punisher, provides insights on the concept of game, which refers to your capability to attract women by means of your actions. It is important to note that possessing status alone is not sufficient. If your game is weak, you will encounter difficulties in your interactions with women. Additionally, there is a risk of being in a situation where a woman takes advantage of your status without genuinely being attracted to you, or having strong feelings for you and ultimately using your status for her own personal gain. Also, there are different types of status. There are men who have access, and then there are the men who are being accessed. In other words, there are men who have status because they have the resources or professional connections to be invited and accepted into the in-crowd. And then there are the guys who make the in-crowd what it is. Women are turned on by both and will enjoy a night with the guy in the in-crowd, but will ultimately seek the it guy for long-term sexual relationship due to her curiosity and desire for the top G3. Women are sexually attracted and turned on by men who exude dominance and confidence. While the media tries to shift women away from the traditional alpha male archetype, 95% of women still prefer men who display strength and assertiveness. As we see over and over on the Fresh and Fit podcast, Women are seeking partners who are dependable, wealthy, strong-willed, and dominate. Taking charge and assuming control is a turn-on for women, as it allows them to explore their desires and engage in more adventurous sexual experiences. Many women have fantasies involving submission and enjoy being treated in a more provocative manner during sexual encounters. Being dominated by a man in the bedroom is the greatest source of arousal for many women. She wants to be giving permission to live out her darkest fantasy. Thanks for watching. We will catch you on the next episode of The Punisher.